If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome too. My name is Tiara, and you're always welcome to come read with me. So today, I am doing So today, I'm doing my TBR for Nonfiction November, and this is something that I am oddly excited about. I'm a lover and appreciator of nonfiction, and for some reason, it's not like I didn't know I could read nonfiction at, my own accord at any time on my booktube channel, but for some reason, I'm just like, yay to nonfiction. I don't know, weird thing. But anyway, let's get into it. So, Nonfiction November is hosted by the booktuber named Olive. I will have her information linked down below in the description box. Let's get into the prompts because I keep getting distracted by the moving about that's going on outside my room right now. So, prompt 1, pastime or pastime. So, with this one, I went with pastime. And for that, we're going to do Buxton, a black utopia in the heartland. And this is an expanded edition. They have a first smaller, I call it like a little leaflet. It's really small. Now, this book I picked up in my African American Museum here in Iowa. It's actually in Cedar Rapids, a couple of towns over from where I live. The story of Buxton, I'm going to read off the back of it because I've never actually read the book. So I'm going to give you guys what enticed me. From 1900 to the early 1920s, an unusual community existed in America's heartland, Buxton, Iowa, established by the Consolidation Coal Company. The majority of Buxton's 5,000 residents were African Americans, a highly unusual racial composition for a state which was over 90% white. Buxton, Iowa. Can't wait to read about it. Now, I'm from Mississippi. It's heart to heart, little country girl, ran barefoot on rocks, dirt roads. Like, I'm from Mississippi. And I've been in Iowa now for 8 years. And I just figured it's about time that I found out about the state that I now call home, the state where I've started my family, I've birthed my son. So, yeah, Buxton. And as far as I know, this town no longer exists. Prompt 2, self or shelf. This book encompasses a little bit of both. It's a book that I've had on my shelf for months now. I picked it up at my local bookshop. It's a really small, used and new bookshop. It's called The Haunted Bookshop. Hopefully I can get a real quick picture in here somewhere of it. Now, this book is called Black Noise. I've had it on my shelf, and it describes a little of myself as a hip-hop lover. I am a black woman. I love hip-hop, and this book explores the history of hip-hop and how it fits into contemporary America today, and it is by Tracia Rose. I want to say it was published in the 90s, though. It was. It's the winner of the 1995 American Book Award, so this was published in the early 90s. The next prompt is wander or wonder. For this book, I'm going more with, I think it's both can, for the most part, apply to this book. This is a book I found at work. Someone had left it, never came back for it. 6 months later, I ended up with it. So, this is called Strangers Among Us by Roberto Suro. I hope I said his name right. Now, this explores Latino lives in a changing America, as it says here. And according to the back, it says, Latinos will soon be the largest minority population in the U.S. Yet to many Americans, they remain strangers, a mysterious underclass. So, of course, because a lot of them, whether they are documented or undocumented, one of the known facts is when people from the Latin American countries below us are making their way up here, they have to migrate a very long way in a lot of cases. So that's where I'm going to have the wander come from. That's where I'm going to work that in. They are wandering from their homes where there's a lot of danger into a new place that they are hoping to receive refuge in safety. And then wonder is because I've often wondered about the lives that they would have to live, because as a natural born citizen, even though as a black woman I go through my own adversities in the world, I still don't have a clear understanding, because I don't live that life of what it is like to be undocumented or documented, with families that are undocumented and trying to navigate this really hostile plane of, I mean, I get it on a racial basis, but no one in my family is illegal, nor am I, so that would be nice to learn about. And then the last prompt is macro or micro. Now, I don't have a physical copy of this book. It's a Kindle copy. Let's see. And it's called The New Testament by Jericho, what is his name? Damn it. Jericho Brown. I want to say that's what his name is. This is poetry set in, not verse, but it is set up kind of like the testaments of the Bible. And it is kind of like an ode to gayness, to his life, to the adversities that they have to go through. And the macro is them making such a huge deal out of a part of our personality that should be so micro when it comes to what you judge a person on. So that is how this book fits into that. And that is the end of my TBR for Nonfiction November. If you are participating, let me know down below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you liked it. Comment down below with your TBR, or if you've read any of these books, let me know what you are thinking. And you have a great day.